3, 2, 1. Fuck the meta! We're gonna have to work on that. Okay, but that's gonna be our opening every episode. It's gonna be called...
Yes.
And speaking of which, every episode, because I don't like the meta, he doesn't like the meta much, but...
I don't like the meta, but I know the meta is a necessary evil.
Yeah. It gives people to anti-meta.
Yes.
But, okay. So today we are talking about the meta.
Now, in what game you may be asking, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
We'll talk about the meta in Vanguard another time.
Yes. Today is our Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta. And we'll talk about the Buddy Fight meta, and we'll talk about the Vanguard meta, and we're gonna talk about how to play the meta, anti the meta, or just join our channel and say fuck the meta. Okay. Now, the meta, if you don't know, it is the most popular and most powerful decks in the game.
So, for Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point, it would be Necloths, Quillforts, and Burning Abyss. Those are the three top-tier decks. Shuttles and Satellinites have kind of
They're
fallen
sub-meta.
off of... Yeah, they're like tier 1.5.
Yeah. People play them, but they're not as popular.
And they're not as dominant because Necloths is a completely unfair and stupid deck. Even though at one point I played Necloths.
He did.
I will not deny... Yeah, I will not deny that deck was stupid and unfair. Because I go drop Trish every turn.
But the funny thing is, my decks, I've never lost to a Necross deck, so... Like, on the internet, I've always won against the Necloss deck. I've lost to any other deck, but except Necloths.
Which at some point on this channel, I will be posting my Infernoid deck.
And, you've seen my individual Raid Raptor deck on the internet, on my channel.
Yeah.
But today in the meta, we're going to show you what the meta is, and we will be talking about Satellinites and Shaddolls, maybe in a separate video if we have enough time, if we don't have enough time. But we're going to tell you how each individual deck plays, and what you can do to stop it, or what you can sideboard for it, or how to play it.
How about this? You talk about Burning Abyss, since you hate Burning Abyss with burning passion. I'll talk about Quillforts, because I've dealt with Quillforts enough.
I've dealt with Quillforts plenty too. We'll both talk about the Quillforts and our own individual opinions. Because I haven't played against much Burning Abyss, but I know how it works.
Oh, well, I've played against a lot of... Okay. How about we switch that? I talk about Burning Abyss, you talk about Quillforts, and then the last, we both can talk about Necloths, because that deck has been so overhyped and so talked. We both pretty much know how that stupid deck works.
Let's first off talk about Necloths. That way we can get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, Necloths is pretty much a ritual deck, where you just spam the hell out of 2 ritual cards, just like Gishki's. And sorry about Aaron, my Bandicam is like, I don't know why, but he's fucking up. Anyway, first off, let's talk about the price range.
Yeah, fucking making it rain over here with those Brios.
But...
160 bucks a piece. Fuck you guys, I got mine in Japanese where they were like 10 bucks.
Yep. But Necloths is definitely a ritual deck where you just spam 2 different ritual cards. I don't know what the cards are, but they're... I want to say they're...
The 2 main ritual cards you will spam in that deck, and yes, guys, I actually have glasses. I look more gay than I normally do.
Hold up. Keep talking.
Oh. Okay, so the point of Necloths is a consistency deck. It relies on using extremely heavy boss monsters and a shit ton of consistency. Oh my god!
I wear fedoras a lot.
That's a fucking Michael Jackson hat.
But anyway, today's hat day and look like a gigantic asshole. Today's asshole day. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, so the main point of the deck is to rely around consistency and using the boss monsters. The consistency aspects comes from 2 main cards that I've found. Shrit, which allows you to summon any ritual monster just by using that. Because the normal aspect is, because you have to use it equal up to the level, kind of like synchro summoning. But with Shrit, you can just play it, dump a Shrit, then drop a Trish.
Yeah.
Which is fucking unfair as hell.
It is, but we've learned to deal with it.
Yes, and then Shrit also lets you search a card, which is also stupid.
It's pretty much Stratos and its own fusion. So, if you think it like that, it's like Stratos and its own instant tuner. Kind of consider it like that. Anyway, the ritual monsters are Brionac, Decisive Armor, which no one plays, Trishula.
Oh, well, they play it as a one-of in some decks.
Yeah. Then they play Trishula. Then they play Unicorn. Then they play what else was there?
Caster, which no one plays because it's bad.
We're talking about the
and
rituals.
Then,
wait a minute, Caster? Yeah, Caster.
And Colossus.
The main boss monsters of the deck are definitely the first three I talked about. And Unicorn. Those are mainly the cards that everyone plays. Or at least I've seen.
And the ones that are fucking stupidly expensive.
Yes. Brionac is definitely the most expensive, and Trishula is really good, because it is exactly the same effect as the Trishula from the Synchro divisions.
Yes, but it can only be used in Necloths.
Yes. So, they've kind of Trollnami, as me and my buddy Oshite called it. You don't know Oshite, but he does.
Trollnami, it kind of fits. Or like fucking bitch Nami, because they're like, you get 6 boxes! You'll be lucky if you pull a playset of Brios.
But that's why people use Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Sponsored by Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Not really. I wish.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But so apparently today is going to be talking about Necloths, and we'll divide these up into 3. The meta discussion. We'll talk about Necloths. We'll talk about the meta. Because the first episode is called Necloths, because Necloths is the most popular. So we won't have to divide them up. We can just talk about these individually.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so how to play them? That is his discussion. I can tell you how to counterattack them.
Okay, the main way I found that you play Necloths is, see, a lot of times people dump the Trish. I mean, not dump the Trish. Dump the Brio, like as soon as they get it to search a Trish. Now, that's the problem with a lot of Necloths players. What you want to do with the deck is get your engine going, but still keep those search cards in, so you have them for later, to get out the cards you may need to keep yourself alive for that extra turn. Because I found with a lot of decks that counter Necloths, you'll wish you had that one Brio to search the Valkyrus, so you could survive one more turn.
Me, when I counterattack them, they love to swarm the field with the high power ritual monsters. So what I suggest is you play some Mirror Force in the deck, because Mirror Force does troll the deck.
Yeah, Mirror Force or Mirror Force, Vanity's Emptiness, Skill Drain fucks the deck in the ass.
So pretty much the top 2 continuous traps in the game, and a Mirror Force.
Yeah.
And people play 3 Mirror Force. You should play at least 2 if you're going. You should sideboard 2.
Yeah. You should have some amount of Mirror Force.
I at least play 1, but I
now
don't
another
in raid
thing
afters.
you need to know if you're combating Necloths is you really need to watch out for how many cards they have in their hand, because all of the Necloths have the abilities to become Lance. Like Lance, prevent destruction, spells, traps. Valkyrus, perfect example, is Battle Fader, pretty much.
Okay, so we talked about how the deck plays, how to play the deck, and how to beat the deck. Next episode, we will be talking about Cliff Forts, my worst enemy. He knows it. So I will be on a rampage. And I played Cliff Forts like once or twice. I felt dirty. But thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Hashtag sexy shun. And fuck the meta.
Hashtag sexy shun. Fuck the meta.
Later.